Hello, and welcome to the next part of the Valis block. I am going to be playing Sid of Valis, and let me just show you a quick picture of that. Sitting in my Genesis, there you see it right there. And, as we're saying, this... Thank you. This does actually continue the Valis block because this is Valis 2. We didn't get a proper Valis 2 on the Genesis. We got Valis 3, Valis 1 and Valis 3, but Valis 2 we get the SD version. So, and for some reason, in translation, they decided to call it Sid Valis, and they call her Sid. And her ice cream turns into a sword. It's adorable. Yeah. Oh, and there's actually some really cool quality of life stuff in this game. It can be very challenging. The boss fights are really cool set pieces. The individual, like, enemies in between are really kind of forgettable. But yeah, I'll just go right into it. But you can fire forward. You always have a long-range weapon in this game. That's kind of awesome. You can also fire upwards. Look at that. It's a little bit slidey, there's a little bit of momentum, but you also have a double jump. But the jump is really floaty. You don't have magic, but you do have sort of screen-clearing bombs that you can use. Yeah, yeah, the armor options are great. Aha! Hand over the Sword of Valis. No, I won't. There we go. China Dress. Wide Beam. You do get all of your life back after every boss, and yeah, oh yeah, right? Yeah, the X6800 version, like the MSX versions, are pretty brutal. But yeah, now I have a China Dress, and it has slightly better armor. And yeah, so this is the second one. Most of the kind of going through the level is mostly forgettable. It's the boss fights that are the meaningful set pieces when it comes down to it. Oh yeah, it's absolutely a boss rush game. There's a the parts in between are really just filler. Why do you want the Sword of Valis? You will find out when you get to Viganti. You will never win the fight with the red fighter dragon Zaluga. Not timing it right, but I'll still be able to beat him. Yeah, you can actually destroy the shots. But it doesn't really matter on this one. I mean, the first boss fights are really just sort of wars of attrition, and pretty much all of the, oh yeah. Yeah, you can just kind of go under them and... Sword of Valis, lead me to Viganti! Woo! Cheapy armor! So good. This is a great version of this game. And... Hey, look who it is! Reiko! Why are you here? I am always with you. What happened at Vicanti? The leftover forces of Megas have rebelled. No, this is a ghost version. This is like her ghost, who peers for you. Yeah, she's very dead. Yeah, friendly, way friendlier. Oh yeah, the other thing that you'll notice, hopefully you won't have to notice it too much, is you don't die in pits in this game. Pits don't kill you, well, except for one. But most of the pits, you just rebound out. It takes one bit of health, and you just rebound out. There we go. Oh yeah, in case you're wondering what points do for you, the points actually have a purpose. Okay, this is the most annoying enemy in this entire game. These things that split up. Because they have such big hitboxes, basically. But points can get you extra lives. And I'm going to run into some bosses where extra lives are going to be necessary. Alright, so... Ow. Yeah, the physics are way floaty in this game. And those guys, like... I mean... Alright, so if I was like really pushing it here and I wanted to go for the speed run, I would just kind of roll through this part. But instead I'll just do that. Though, yeah. See, yep, bounce out. You just bounce out of those. I may be in trouble here. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Okay, that's fine. You do get plenty of lives in this game. I'm going to smash you! Oh yeah, getting... yeah. Oh yeah, there's no continues. That's why I did try to practice this at least a couple of times this afternoon, and like, I beat it. I mean, I beat it, but there's no guarantee I'll do this under the pressure of marathon. Okay, I'm gonna take it a little bit slower this time. Try to just... Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the terrain is very unforgiving because you have this super floaty jump. Ugh, see that? Yeah. Yeah, if you don't know how to manipulate the AI of the bosses, or if you just don't know a good strat, the bosses will melt your life real quickly. Like, it is extremely unforgiving when it comes to that. Like, luckily, I do have strats. I mean, maybe not the best strats, but I have strats for all the bosses. Last boss is actually the easiest boss, probably. Okay, these floaty jumps are just awful. Oh god, I'm not gonna survive. There's no way. Alright, this time I'm just gonna take it really properly slow. Yeah, this game is real hard to control. It is slidey, the jumps are completely floaty and weird. It just... a lot of the... even though there's some quality of life stuff, like I said, with pits not just killing you outright, and the fact that you can get lives through points, as well as there are 1-ups in some of the stages. I will be collecting, like, all the 1-ups. Missed it. Didn't see it. Went off screen. But yeah, this game is really hard to control. Like, it's... and playing Valis 3 after this is gonna be shenanigans. Okay, using better strategies now, just gonna take my time here, make sure I have all my life so I can take on the next mini-boss. Yeah, that wasn't so hard now, was it? Homing Beam. Homing Beam is super useful against certain enemies and certain bosses. But it's very weak is the trade-off. So, see now, so the trade-off between these is D is your weapon power, A is your armor power, as far as I know. Yeah, A is your armor power. So, you want more defense, usually. And the Homing Beam is kind of weak. There again, trade-offs. Right, the star, which only appears like twice in the entire game, is invincibility. One thing you'll notice when I'm jumping, I can't jump immediately after I touch the ground. Like, there's a pause where you kind of set your feet. So yeah, that can mess you up if you aren't... there again, there's lots of little things like that about the control in this game. Yeah, honestly, like, being able to just shoot up in this game, that's a huge quality of life improvement. Why didn't they just put that in all of the games? Oh yeah. Also, has auto fire if you just hold down the button, like the, okay, this guy, I have a, she's, she is the Valis warrior. She is strong-headed. I am the Black Panther Dragon, the last general of Megasis forces. Come, warrior Valis, I'll fight with you. This is my, cheese. If you do this, you never get hit. I'm just holding up and right. None of his projectiles can hit me, and I can hit him with the homing beam. You're going to see me do this to a lot of bosses. Not taking the fast, you know, better strat, but taking the easiest, cheesiest, slower strat just to make sure that I survive, basically. Yeah, they mess up Rogals and Megas a lot. They mix that up a whole lot in this game. Oh yeah, this boss sucks to do ultimately. You basically need to like get real close and hit him in the chin. But yeah, that's not fun to try to do. I think the levels are probably alright for everybody. Nobody's said anything so far. I'm gonna switch back to the much stronger wide beam. Eventually, your main beam becomes your strongest weapon. But for now, the wide beam is just they're of equal strength. So I'm basically going to be using it mainly, just because it has a better hitbox. Yeah, this isn't a very long game, so I mean, I feel like I should probably be able to beat it. Shouldn't have taken damage there, that was silly. This boss, there's not really a great way to do it, other than just like... It can just troll you. Sometimes he'll just stay on top of you. Like that. Oh god. Ah! Yes, some of the bosses are completely random. Like there's that boss and another boss are at 100% random. They can just absolutely destroy you. Like, just absolutely horribly destroy you. You can't do anything about it. They're just random and that's the game. Like, you'll see the next boss. The other boss that's super random, they put a 1-up, a respawning 1-up near it. And I'm like, So they realized at some point that this boss was totally nonsense. Yeah, this boss is just RNG nightmare. Sometimes it'll just stay on top of you and completely screw you, just like that. Sometimes they'll stay like... Yeah, that time I just got screwed. I've just gotten screwed twice in a row. Sometimes they'll stay completely on the right side and never even touch the left. Well, I got an extra life there. There again, like I said, with the points, you can get extra lives via points. But yeah, let's hope that he behaves. See? Got it. But you see, that time, way better. That time, way easier. He stayed under the stage, didn't really stay around on the top, didn't go left very often. I have found no manipulation for this. I have found no manipulation for this whatsoever. Alright. Yeah, this is faster and it has a better weapon. But I think I want the armor for now. So I want better armor, because I want to survive this. There's an extra life up around here that I'm definitely going to collect. There we go. And didn't quite make it onto the, but that's fine, it comes back. And plus, this pit won't kill you. There's only one pit in the entire game that can kill you, and I'll probably end up falling in it. But yeah, RNG means random number generator. So like when like something is random or at least pseudo-random, there is something in the programming that generates just a random number to determine behavior. Yeah. it's one of the tougher mini bosses only because it's really random. There's another one that's like that's basically a similar mechanic and equally random and equally annoying. Wow, I was hoping to have like 6 lives by this point, but I just haven't managed to do that. But anyways, I'm at 4. I'm doing all right. I'm on pace where I should be able to finish this game. Oh yeah, and like all the Valises, the hit stun on this game is just absolutely destroying. It just murders you. Alright, got him. That one, there's a pattern, I just kind of went with the speedrun version of just going all out. Just going for it. Right? You just drop here, and we're to another big boss fight. Alright, got 5 lives. Okay, this one I'm going to be... Oh yeah, how can we make hit stun worse, right? But this boss, I'm going to be switching between the speed and the armor, and you'll see why. Because the speed... Alright, so this one has higher attack power, while this one has better defense power. So I'm going to be using a very kind of... the only strat I've found that works well with this boss. You must be the girl that's fighting against our Emperor Megas. Megas? Who is he? He is our great leader. All enemies of Megas must die! Now you must die! Okay, for these, I switched to the armor, and then I tried to take a hit from him. That time I didn't manage to. He only does 1 hit on contact damage. The missiles do too. See? Take a lot less damage if you do that. So I'm gonna, but now I switch back to the weapons because I want to actually do... okay. That time it hit me twice. That's really bad. Might not survive this. This may take a few tries. That was really terrible. That was awful. Don't want to... trying not to take 2 hits from that, but it's very difficult. Alright, might actually pull this off. Yes. Okay. I really don't have a good strat for that boss. If somebody has a good strat for that boss, let me in on it. Because that's one of the harder bosses that I just don't have a good strategy for, other than switching back and forth like that. I don't know what the speedrun does. I haven't really looked closely at it, but... couldn't save our mother. Who is Megas? He is a Dark Lord who has sealed between dimensions a long time ago. How did the Dark Lord get out? In the confusion of the rebellion, someone unlocked the gate. Womp womp. Here he is. Oh, by the way, also, his eyeglass thing, it's on the wrong eye, as far as the rest, as far as the actual, like, Valis 2. Okay, use DPS race. Okay, yeah, well, that's more risk than I'm willing to take. Even though even that strategy isn't exactly safe. As you saw, I barely pulled it off. Sid. Valna. Valia. Sid. You must defend the freedom of Vekanti. Go and defeat Megas. Yes, I shall. May fate be with you. And now I got super armor. So at this point, there's not really any reason to use any of the other armors. Like, this one has better defense and armor class, everything else. And at this point, still, it's like triple shot is best. Okay, so I was telling you about a boss that's even more unfair. This next boss. So unfair that the devs decided to put a 1-up right before it, that if you die, the 1-up respawns. Like, it just respawns infinitely. Oh yeah, I can just rush through this level. Like, there's a bunch of power-ups at the very end. See, there's a heart, points, and another heart for some reason. And then I can just kind of do this, and this boss. Alright, first phase, easy. Next phase, oh god. Yeah, RNG. Oh god, yeah, RNG. That's why they put it at 1-up right before it. And like 2 big... Okay, see, the boss moves in such a way that you can neither duck nor jump over it. You see that? There's literally no way to dodge it. Like, you literally have to get lucky. Like, this boss, you literally just have to get lucky and happen to get where the boss behaves. So yeah, as you see, the 1-ups and the points respawn, so it's like if you're low on lives, like, this is a good place to stock back up. Okay. Oh, God. I hate this boss. It's completely and utterly random. Like, you know, this time it may just, like, completely behave. Like, RNG bosses. Luckily, that's kind of the last of the really harsh RNG bosses. Like, the rest of the bosses, there's one more boss, like the second boss, or the next boss after this, or no, the third boss after this, is fairly challenging, but really, God, no. See, sometimes it just goes at a level where you can't hit it. So close. But we got infinite 1-ups here. I'm gonna keep going until I finish this game, I think. I'm willing to eat into the time of the other games, because, but yeah, this boss is just terrible. I hate this boss. Yeah, Phase 1 is easy. Phase 1 is nothing. Phase 2 is just absolute nightmare. There's no good strats against this boss. There's actually no good strats against this boss. It doesn't stay still, like, long enough for you to, like, try to, do the, to fire at it. And plus, at this point, it's like the homing beam is so weak. It's just so weak. And plus when you get hit, you can't do anything. So like, the hit stun in this game is absolutely like crippling. Got it. That time it just behaved slightly better. Well, I got 8 lives, so it's like, I'm likely to finish at this point, at least. This next boss is completely free. And I'm just going to cheese it because if you let this boss get into its actual like proper attack patterns, it melts you. It just absolutely destroys you. So I'm just, for both phases of this boss, I'm just gonna sit here and duck and fire 3-way. Yeah, the AI just does not know what to do if you, oh, the fast strat, you go up under him and, like, fire and spam fire. Yeah. No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Alright. So at this point, now at level 3, this is way more powerful. But to get through the rest of this level, I'll use this because it's just a bit easier. But here, switch over here. My name is Heezin. You should be honored to fight me. No, you're the one who has the honor to fight with me. You silly little girl. This guy has some randomness, but this first phase isn't too bad. Second phase, cheese out. Same way I did with the last one. I'll just sit and duck here and wait out, because the third phase is another... it's not random. The third phase is not random. There is a pattern. There's patterns of attacks. But it can be a little difficult, and I'll be using sort of a strat that I personally came up with that just feels safer, like marathon safe. Yeah, the third phase is really bad. You want to be on the left side. The right side, you don't have the full screen room on the right side, so if you're... Oh, not dead yet. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is how I deal with this boss. I find if I, like, do these small jumps, the problem is, like, I'll... see, he can hit you. Like that. And sometimes just randomly, I mean, there is randomness to this boss, like, when it does the, comes over and does that, you pretty much can't do anything. It's just gonna hit you. So you kind of want to jump here so that it both makes sure your beam hits, and occasionally, like, jumping over, like, if one of the shots, like, makes it through your barrage. Got him. Oh. Oh boy. Alright, I'm kind of home free. I can probably finish this. I've got plenty of lives. And these last levels are not that difficult, actually. Like, this is kind of like semi-relaxed time. These are not difficult levels. It's auto-scrollers. Oh yeah, by the way, I was saying, most of the pits you bounce out of, these pits are deadly. You can't fall here. If you fall here, you die. You lose a life. So, stakes are higher. Stakes are just slightly higher. But yeah, the remaining two bosses, not actually that bad. Like the final boss, actually really not that bad. Now I have 9 lives, so I'm in very good shape to beat it. This is the home stretch here, peeps. Okay, I'm gonna switch to the more powerful weapon and get under him. He's behaving. He is super behaving. Got him! Wow! Wow! Yeah, the final boss is free. I might still screw it up once or twice, but the final boss is pretty easy. Well, I was waiting for you impatiently, Sid. What? It's only a matter of time before I rule the whole world! I won't let you do it. I will decide your final fate. See, I still manage to screw it up sometimes. The movement is just so slidey in this game. Sometimes I just can't, and it's hard to kind of tap and get in good position. Yep. And then for this phase, I think I usually just use this. Yeah, I use this. Actually, I think my tri-shot can hit him. I'm screwing this up. But luckily I have like 9 lives burn. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this. I didn't actually mean to pop up like that. Alright, let's switch back to powerful weapon. I doubt it's faster than the speed strat. You're just so slidey in this game. That is the one thing. Like, you are very slippery. It's like, everything's ice physics. And speaking of ice physics, I will be playing Valis 3 next. And those of you who don't know, are probably just gonna get to watch me fail over and over again on one particular part. Those of us that know exactly the part I'm talking about. Alright. No. Screwed up. Yes, keep doing this, please. Yes, please, keep doing this. Aw. And that's the game. Yay! Alright. I actually get to beat a game during this marathon. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Why did you do that? We can't have 2 emperors in one country. I myself was trapped in between dimensions. We need a strong warrior to save the Conti. You are the only one I can trust. So, twist! Ooh, twist to the ending. He wasn't actually a bad guy. Please save the Conti. Megas, poor warrior. Oh yeah, and the credits are in Japanese, so you can see the actual title of the game. It's Sid Valis. Staff. Cast. Asol Yuko. Kirishima Reiko. Valia. Valna. Zalga. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, they in PC Valis 2 also, yeah, they actually gave him, this nice storyline. I am wearing my 80s anime t-shirt today. This is a Yatsura t-shirt. one of my favorite series. Very old series by Rumiko Takahashi. Probably way more well known for Inuyasha. But in any case, yeah, I decided to be thematic, playing some definitely very 80s/90s anime here. So. But yeah, that's it. Oshimai. That's all. Alright, so I am going to switch over to Valis 3. Now, the Valis 2 cover is actually kind of interesting. I don't have the cover. I don't have the box. The box is lost with time. But the Sid of Valis box actually has the cover from another game entirely. That's sort of a combination of characters from various Telnet games. But it's actually like original Valis art. Of her. I mean, it's actually like the main character in SD format, but it was actually for a different game. Valis 3, its box art is regrettable. I mean, it's kind of really. I mean, it's fine, but it's really kind of forgettable. It's not that great. But yeah, it's some like bad Photoshop. Like, this looks like, all right, this looks like something I could draw. Like, it's pretty bad. Yeah, the Japanese box art is great, and even and the Japanese and the American box art for Sid Valis is really great because he uses this art from a different Telnet game, but that is Yuko in SD format, in SD size on the cover. So, but all right, my Genesis is a bit touchy. It may take a few tries for me to get this to power on, so bear with me here. But yeah, the Valis series, I really love the cinematic aspect, and if you really want something different, also try the NES version. I know, oh no, I mentioned NES in a Sega Marathon, but yeah, the NES version of Valis 1 is a completely different style of game entirely. Just a second, I need to sort my light out here. Oops. That's not sorted out. Okay. Let me. Okay, that should be okay, I think. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Interesting plot changes. Okay, I see. I didn't get.